I'm about to reveal something that will completely change how you see vitamin D and supplementation. If you're taking vitamin D and your labs say it's fine, but you still feel tired, inflamed, achy, or stuck, this video is for you. Because here's a spicy truth most people are not being told. Vitamins do not work alone, and vitamin D absolutely does not work alone. One of the biggest myths in nutrition is that you can just add one supplement and fix everything. That is not how the body works. And today I want to talk to you about one of the most misunderstood vitamin pairings out there, vitamin A and vitamin D. Now, before anyone panics, no, these vitamins are not enemies, but they are teammates. And when one is missing or one is overdone, things can go sideways. Let me explain this in plain English. Vitamin D works by binding to a receptor on your cells. That receptor does not act solo. It has to pair up with another receptor called RXR. RXR is activated by vitamin A in its active form. Translation: if vitamin A is too low, vitamin D cannot fully do its job, even if your blood level looks normal. So you can see right here on this image, you can see where vitamin A acts at the RXR receptor, and then you can see where vitamin D binds to at the vitamin D receptor, VDR, and it forms this active complex, and then gene regulation ensues. And here is the flip side that almost no one talks about. If vitamin A is too high, especially from supplements, and vitamin D is not optimized, vitamin A can actually blunt some of vitamin D's benefits, particularly for bone and immune health. This matters a lot for my people. If you are in perimenopause or menopause, estrogen loss already affects bone density and vitamin D receptor activity. Adding high-dose vitamin A on top of that without guidance can increase bone turnover and fracture risk. If you have had bariatric surgery, vitamin A deficiency is common, and vitamin D deficiency is extremely common. These are fat-soluble vitamins. Absorption changes. Taking one without understanding the other is a recipe for frustration. If you are on a GLP-1 medication, you are eating less, digesting differently, and often unintentionally under-consuming fat. Over time, that can affect absorption of both vitamin A and vitamin D, even if you are doing everything right. This is why so many people tell me, I take my vitamins, but I still feel off, because your body is not Amazon Prime. You cannot just order nutrients and expect results overnight. Another myth I want to bust is that more is better. More supplements does not equal better health. Food first, vitamin A from colorful vegetables, eggs, dairy, and modest amounts of liver supports this system safely. Mega dosing vitamin A without labs or context is where people get in trouble, especially in midlife. Vitamin D, on the other hand, often does need targeted supplementation, especially if you live in a northern climate, work indoors, or are post-bariatric surgery, or are in menopause. But even then, dosing should be individualized. And here is the real talk part. If you are copying someone else's supplement stack from TikTok, Instagram, or a wellness podcast, or even for me, you are guessing. Your body deserves better than guesses. This is exactly why I do not believe in blanket supplement advice. Inside the 30-day Real Talk Reset, we work on building consistent, realistic habits that support absorption, metabolism, and overall health, not just popping pills and hoping for the best. Inside the Real Talk Continuum long-term membership, we go deeper. We look at patterns over time and how your nutrition interact. This is for people who want ongoing support and clarity, not quick fixes. And if you want true personalization, my one-on-one medical nutrition therapy services exist for that reason. That is where we assess your health history, your lab, surgery status, medication symptoms, and lifestyle to determine which vitamins you actually need, in what forms, and at what dose. Not what influencers are taking, what you need. Because the goal is not to take more supplements. The goal is to take the right ones for your body at the right time. If this video helped you understand why vitamin A and vitamin D matter together, give it a like, subscribe for more no-nonsense nutrition, and check the links below to learn more about the Real Talk Reset, the Real Talk Continuum membership, or working with me one-on-one. And remember, if your supplements are not working, it is because your body is asking for a smarter strategy. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.